All right, so recap time. Today is January 13th, 2023. I'm going to go over how I traded the ES today. And also some trades I should have taken, but I was just not in the position. When you can't, when you don't, or you're not sure you have the opportunity to trade the entire day, there's just no point taking a trade. And then also you got to be in the right mindset as well. All right, so as you can see, we had a very nice bull trend. Again, as usual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk through um, what happened. I only traded the first leg. I didn't take this. I did consider buying here for this move. And even more so importantly was I'm just gonna share. This was my initial plan. What I wanted, what I was actually trying to do.
Hey, I
Uh,
have a note here about downloading files.
and
Now, for a lot of
Yeah, the plan initially was obviously to take it short here, well, short, long here, and to target these highs, close to higher day. Oh, not higher day, the previous day's high. Um, but of course, that didn't happen. I ended up thinking, actually, do you know what? Let me actually share what, as I was speaking with my friends in the chat, um, we were all literally going through what we're planning on doing. This was my initial trade. I was interested in this line, so I'm going to explain why I was interested in certain prices. I marked this line in Globex here, and this essentially was the trading range that we had. And I essentially thought that we were going to rally. Obviously, after this drop, this is the Globex session, the overnight session. We went sideways here, so I thought this is resistance now. If it was support, we will probably use it as resistance. So maybe that was a great place to take some profits. And that actually was literally kind of what I did. Um, as you can see, we kind of tested it and then went sideways and went up. But I'm going to talk about why I took a trade down here and why I went long and why I didn't take this trade, and if I did, why I was targeting here as I marked out over here. So I don't know if I mentioned in yesterday's video, the market is in a trading range on the daily chart. So I've taken everything off. I had the levels marked. So the levels are essentially the Globex high and the Globex low. Actually, I think I put it in the Discord. Yes, I did. Let me get those levels that I marked. Where is it? Here we go. All right. So before the open, when I was planning my trades, I I brought out. So this is yesterday's trading. This was the overnight session. This level I marked as support and resistance. It doesn't mean anything. I just marked it. Basically, we're trading between these levels right now. We're going sideways, and the market is kind of going down and up, then down, then up. So it made sense that we would come down here and I would buy here, betting that we're going to get all the way up here. I was also betting that we were going to go above this level. And the reason why is because of this trend line. This is a break of a trend line, major trend reversal. Usually, when we have a major trend reversal, we tend to test the highs, and sometimes we break the highs. Most of the times, we break the highs, and then we start a bear trend. We start heading down and we start going lower. And I explained yesterday why I expect us to go a bit lower, at least to this level here. Um, um, anyway, that was in yesterday. So but it may not happen. But I think we may form a bear bar here. This is the daily chart, and we'll come down back to the moving average and see what happens. If we're going to get a massive bear trend, or if we're going to just pull back and then head higher. 40% of major trend reversals fail, so that could be one of the 40%. That could be the statistic for that particular situation. All right, so the plan was to buy low and sell high. Since we're in a trading range, that's generally what we do. We buy low and we sell high. Now, how do we know where to buy? We always look for a wedge pattern. So this was the high yesterday. And remember I said this was a minor reversal. And when you have a minor reversal, it's usually a break of a trend line. So if we have a trend line from the low here, we broke the trend line. Remember I just said we test up, break the highs, and then we head down. And we normally head down to the lows and reverse the trend. You usually do that in two legs. So that's just like we have one leg sideways, two. Then we have one leg sideways here and two. Double bottom. So once we make a double bottom, we do two legs again to the highs. So one leg sideways, two. So that's the same thing that we're doing here as well. So that was the plan. The plan was to trade this, go wait for the sideways leg to complete, then buy the low of the sideways here. Or you can always do that because you get a wedge, three legs, three pushes, one, two, three, and two legs down. Remember, two legs, right? So one, two. So you have one leg, pull back, two. So that was the plan. I didn't do that here because I was busy doing other things. I was tired, but I have a lot of friends who took this trade all the way up here, and they made some good money. But it was the same distance, so I guess I would have made the same amount that I made here and here. But it'd be nice to do that. I find that this is actually a harder trade to take than this trade. Because the price action here was just so choppy, especially this area. This is bar 7. There's a news report that is released at 10 o'clock and tends to cause a lot of volatility. And as you can see, the chart just kind of gets messed up. All right, so what else now? So what did I do? Where is I'm moving these charts around and I'm losing my marbles. All right, so I did some weird things actually at the open. As you can see, I bought the top of this bar. Um, and why did I buy the top of that bar? I'm going to put markers on here so you can see them. Oh, where is it now? Chart trader. Oh, that's not what I want. Not the chart trader. The data series. Slightly distracted over here. Markers. Not the markers. Actually, the markers fine. All right, so I bought here. Essentially, I was using this 2K tick chart at the open. Saw the moving average, so that we gapped up, we gapped down, started moving up, pull back down. So this is a very deep pullback. So trading range, and this is a dumb buy. I bought it because I thought we're gonna buy, go at least a bit higher than that, but it's a dumb buy. And the reason why it's dumb is you've already seen how strongly bearish this is. It's balanced as far as the market is concerned. So we're going to go sideways. So buying at the top is a bad strategy, is a losing strategy. You shouldn't do anything here. You can't buy this low because you don't know if this is still going to go up or this is just going to go down. You need to see two movements or movements in both directions. So you need to see a high and a low possibly. So what happened was the best way to have traded this was wait for this, bought here maybe, and then maybe sold here, right? If you're using a white stop, you could now wait for this to happen and then buy here again. So you have two buys. But what I actually did was I bought here and I realized it was dumb. So I bought again over here and then got out break even over here. Then I waited to see what was going to happen. I didn't like the fact that we had 3 attempts already to break the moving average and we had failed. So I thought, oh gosh, this is not looking good. It looks like we're going to form a doji on the first 5-minute bar. So if you look at the first 5-minute bar, it wasn't a doji actually, it was a bull bar. But we started doing this and I didn't like it. Anyway, then I saw we had a wedge, 1, 2, 3, or you could argue 1, 2, 3, 3 pushes. And I thought we are coming up with a bull bar that has taken this out. I just hit buy, didn't even think about it. And I thought I've only bought one contract. I'm buying another one. I wanted to have 2 at least. Held that and then just kept on holding it all the way up. So let's look at the 5-minute. So held it. This bar showed up and I got a bit thrown up because I was a bit excited talking to my friends in the chat. And I just emotionally got out. And I thought to myself, hang on a second. Oh yeah, no, go emotional. Then this did not reverse, and I thought, oh, it's a wedge. Is it going down? Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it going up? I was actually really upset. And as I see it now, I see it actually went all the way back to my entry. Um, then I bought again because I thought, okay, I'm missing out. So I bought here, put my stop down here, bought some more. No, bought and got out. No, yeah, bought and got out break even because I caught myself saying, what am I doing? I'm just buying without a plan. Then once we broke the MA, I just bought and then held for that. And I think what I was doing was I was chasing the amount that I wanted to make on this trade. Hence, I got out here. Saw this go up, and I thought, oh, we going higher? We should pull back soon. We shouldn't be. We can't be going up like that. The market doesn't just go up like that, especially when we're going to the moving average. We normally rest for a bit. So I waited, and then I just thought I just don't really have the time to trade this. Saw this going down. I thought, oh, this is so strong. We're going to get a second leg, which we did. So this is one leg. This is a second leg. Once the second leg was complete, because you have a wedge now, one, two, three, you now have a really good buy signal over here. This was an okay buy. You could have put it above. You'd have been triggered on this bar. Put your stop below here, only risking about 6 points for all this. Such a beautiful trade. This is like a 10 to 1 risk reward or something. But really beautiful trade. This is the best signal bar over here. You can put your stop down here. And then we had what looks like the breakout. Had a micro wedge here, two legs down. Had a high two, could have bought here as well. Went up again, micro wedge top, double top, higher low, higher high, double top, and also a wedge based on 1, 2, 3. You could have shorted that if you wanted, gotten two legs. Then you had this bull signal bar, which again is blocking, is protecting this and protecting this. Traders are buying it, and you can see the bears are giving up on this bar. And then we now have the breakout, and then you're now having more wedges forming. Because it's a small pullback bull trend, the wedges are going to fail, or at least the wedge reversals will fail. So therefore, you don't want to be taking them. If you shorted here, this is all you got. You didn't even get like 3 points. That's all. It's disappointing. Where'd you get out? You'd have lost money. So it wasn't really a good short. Um, did I mark it as a short? I have to go check my chart if I marked it as a short. But I wouldn't have taken this short anyway. It's too strong. It's a breakout. Your stop is all the stops are down here. Yeah, it's not doing very much to get down here. A new high went sideways. Another high two based on this double bottom here. You could have bought that too. Stop down here, only 4 points. And look, you would have gotten how many? 5, 10, 15 points. Almost 15 points. That was a good trade. You see a very big bar showing up, 74. Um, you want to get out because people are going to take profits. It's gone parabolic. This is a good bar to short. You see this bar, you just take it short and you're going to the moving average, two legs down. And that was literally what happened today. Um, as you can see, you had a measured move of a leg one and leg two. It was exactly the same. I mean, it doesn't look the same here, but it was actually exactly the same. Um, so this was the best buy, but I didn't want to buy here because I'd have had to put my stop all the way down here. And it was too early in the day, and it was in the Globex session. I don't like taking trades in the Globex session. I prefer to wait for prices to come out and give me a bit of information. Taking a trade here, I have seen situations where we have sold off. Yeah, we're far away from the moving average, so therefore it probably won't be a big sell-off. But I just didn't want to take the chance. I wanted to make sure that I was ready and prepared for the day. So anyway, so this was a good buy if you had taken it, but you had this bull run here, and then you had this nice wedge bottom, beautiful signal bar here. Well, it's okay, there's a tail above it, but this is one I bought. Put your stop down here if you want, but for more probability, put your stop here. And then we had this rip off. All right, so yeah, that was my trade. What do I expect for Monday? Well, Monday's a holiday, so we probably won't get very much in terms of trading, but we may gap down, we may move down. Um, but I think on Monday itself, we'll probably just go sideways. I don't think I will trade Monday because I don't like days that don't have a lot of movement. But if I do, it'll just be practice. Right. So yeah, that was my trading day, and again, looking forward to the feedback that I get. If there's anything I can share, I'm always happy to share it.